Hello children, I hope you all are very fine. Okay. See children, whatever lessons and whatever poems you all are learning, I hope you all are understanding those lessons and poems, and accordingly you have to read the lessons daily whatever is taught, and also you have to learn the poems. Now as far as we see, we have completed at the most lot of portion from our canopy book. So now see, I want to revise this lesson number 3, the wisdom in carrots. You know this story, isn't it? This story about is Nasruddin Hodja, who went to India to find out what is wisdom. Yes, am I correct? Yes, no, it's not correct. He went to learn what is wisdom. But what had happened? The king of Turkey, he had sent this Nasruddin Hodja to India to find what is wisdom. But when he returned home back, now he was very eager to meet the king, and he wanted to tell the king what all things he have learnt in India. And this king, he was eagerly waiting for Nasruddin Hodja, because he wanted to ask that what is wisdom? What is wisdom, or what did he find about the wisdom in India? Then what had happened? After some days, this Nasruddin Hodja, after taking a rest, what he did? He went to king's court, and he wanted to tell all the things what had happened in India and what all things he learned from there. But before going to king's court, his mother, what she did? She wrote on one slip of paper the word carrots. Here see, she had written the word carrots, and she said, when you finish the work with king, what you have to do? You have to buy the carrots from the market and bring it. Why she told this thing? Because he was very forgetful person. He was not remembering whatever was told to him, and so she said, when you come after meeting this king, you have to bring or buy the carrots from the market. And then when this Hodja, he went to king to meet him and tell all the things what had happened in India, or whatever he had learnt over there. He went to king and wanted to tell all the things to king. But this king, he was waiting very eagerly for him. Now as soon as this Hodja, he arrived in the king's court, everyone, they greeted or they welcomed him with the garlands, and with a great joy. They all welcomed him, this Hodja. Then when Hodja, he went to the king, he just started explaining what is wisdom. Now after listening to all these things, king was very angry. Why king was very angry? Because king was saying, I didn't tell you to learn anything. I told you, I have sent you to India to find out what is wisdom. But this Hodja, now he is very much confused, and he was not understanding in what way I will explain this king that the wisdom has not to be found, it has to be learned. But this majesty or this king was not ready to listen anything of this Hodja, and this thing made this king very angry, and he said, see, you have wasted the journey to this India. Why? Because I have sent you there to learn, to find what is wisdom. But what you have done? You have done something, the other thing. You just went there and you learned something. This Hodja again and again is trying to explain this king that, my dear king, the wisdom has not to be found, it has to be learned. But he was not ready at all. And then see what this Hodja did. Hodja thought quickly, your majesty, I have written down all you need to know about wisdom on this piece of paper. Now this Hodja had one plan in his mind. He said, now the king is not ready to listen. So what I will do? I will do one such an idea that he will come to know what all things are I have learnt over there. So what he did? He was having one piece of paper, and he gave this piece of paper to the king, and he told that you read whatever is written on the paper. The king, he took the paper and what he thought, and all were eagerly looking at that Hodja, that and to the king also, because king was having that piece of paper, and everyone was very eager what has written in that paper. And when king opened the slip of the paper, he saw the word carrot. See, first of all, the king is very angry on Hodja, and after seeing that word, now the temper is very high of the king. He is saying, what is the relation between the wisdom and the carrot? Come on, tell me now, what is the relation between the carrot and the wisdom? I am not able to understand anything. He is very angry on that Hodja. He is saying that I asked you what is true wisdom, and you are showing me the piece of paper, and on that paper the word carrot is written. What is the relation between these two? I am not understanding at all. And if you do not explain it properly, or if you are fooling me, the king is saying, if you are fooling me, or if you do not explain this thing properly, I am going to put you in the jail. But Hodja was confident about him, isn't it? He said, I know everything and I will explain very peacefully to this king. What he did? Hodja, he smiled very coolly and he told the king that, Majesty, see how I can dare you to insult you, isn't it? I have written the word carrot on the slip of the paper because I want to explain you, or I want to describe you that what the word wisdom really means, and I want to tell you that. So, one example I will give you, he said. So, what example he gave, see, and made that king understand. See what he did? Everyone was listening very quietly. Now, what Hodja is going to tell? All were very curious, all were very eager to know now what Hodja is going to tell. So, Hodja, he told that, see, if he was asking to everyone that you might have seen a carrot crop. Then everyone, they nodded their head, yes, we have seen the carrot crop. But did you see it very keenly? Means, did you observe it very properly? What you can see? They all told nothing, just we can see the carrot crop. But he said, no, the best part of the carrot is buried under the ground, and the which we cannot see, isn't it? Whatever the best part is buried under the ground, was not able to see, and the leaves are on the top of the ground. So, which is the best part of the carrot? Yes, that the root is the best part, isn't it? It is very tasty, it is very sweet also to eat. Do we eat the leaves of the carrot? No, isn't it? We eat the carrot, okay. So, he said that the best part is buried under the ground and the leaves are on the top of the ground. And how the farmer he understands that the crop is ready. See, if the root is under the ground, how we are going to understand that the crop is ready now, isn't it? We are not able to understand that. But the experienced farmer or experienced person, he understands that how the crop is ready. So, how the crop is ready, the farmer, how he understands? When he sees the green leaves above the ground, then he comes to know that the crop is ready now and it's time to harvest, or it's time to cut down. So, but what does this have to do with the wisdom? Asked one of the confused courtier. He said, what we want to do with that harvesting and that farmer and that carrot and all that? We want that how the wisdom has to be found. Again they came to the same question. This Hodja is trying to explain them in the different many ways. Again Hodja, he took a long breath. My dear, how to explain to all these people is worried. Now again he started. He said, see my dear friend, in the same way, only very intelligent person can recognize true wisdom, which is often invisible. See children, I want to tell you, can you see the knowledge or can you see the wisdom from anyone's face? Yes, no one can, isn't it? It is invisible. You have to see through their experiences, or you can see through their qualities, isn't it? And he is trying to tell the same thing, that knowledge cannot be found at all. It has to be learned, or it has to be got by the experience, or those qualities are there that they are very intelligent or they are very wise. And he said this wisdom is invisible, it cannot be seen. Just like the carrots, what is saying, the best part cannot be seen. We are not able to see the best part of the carrot. Why? Because the carrot is under the ground. And if you don't seek wisdom at the right time, say children, this is your right time where you have to learn or where you have to experience all the good things. This is your right time. You all are very small now, and now only you have to learn the best things in your life. You have to go through many good or bad experiences, so that it will be beneficial for you throughout the life. And this is the time, say when you grow old, or when you are not able to see properly, or not at all you can't stand properly, that time you are going to learn. Yes, learning is forever, but at that time you will be having some or the other problems you may be having. So this is only the right time where you have to seek the wisdom, where you have to learn all the good things, and you have to overcome all the troubles, if you have any problems, and through your wisdom, through your knowledge only, you can overcome all these problems, isn't it? See, then he says, if you don't seek the wisdom at the right time, it will be wasted. And whatever knowledge you all are having, see children, you all are very clever in some of the subjects, or you might be clever in any other co-curricular subjects like drawing, dance, music and singing and all that. And those whatever qualities you all are having, you have to implement, or you have to utilize those qualities for the best thing. Then if you don't use it, that will be wasted. If you are very best dancer and if you are just sitting at home, that is of no use. If you are very good artist and if you don't want to show your art, or don't want to teach your art to any other person, then that is also wasted. So on the right time, you have to seek the wisdom, you have to learn, you have to get the knowledge, and you have to give it to the others also, so that it won't be wasted. Then and finally what he said, see, just like a donkey would run after carrots, donkey doesn't know what is that, it just runs behind the carrot, and what they do, they just eat up, whether it is a root, whether it is a vegetable, whether those are leaves, they don't understand, whatever they get, they eat it. Same way he is saying, I have found that there are many fools who think wisdom can be found easily. See, indirectly he is telling to all the courtiers, my dear, means he is not abusing them, but just he is saying, see, you are not supposed to find out the wisdom, it has to be learned, and they don't know the truth. He is saying, you don't be a fool, you don't be some foolish person, you try to understand that wisdom has to be learned, it has not to be found, and this is the fact he is saying, this is the truth. The court was silent when Hodja finished speaking. Everyone was listening to him very attentively, what all things he is telling, and the court was very silent when this Hodja was speaking. And when the word he utters, the fool, now courtiers they are looking at the king, and they are seeing now the king is going to give nice punishment to this Hodja, because he is using that word fool. He is saying that you all are foolish people. But what had happened, see, if you see, the king rose from his throne and came towards Hodja. The king, he rose from there and he came to that Hodja, and now everyone is very eager to see what this king is going to do with this Hodja, whether he is going to give the punishment or whether he is going to appreciate him. I am very sorry for not trusting you. What does this king said? He said, Hodja, really I am very sorry, I did not trust you, and I have faith on you, and that is why I have sent you to India, but I did not trusted you. And he said, you have helped us realize that wisdom cannot be found, and he told, through your experiences, through your examples, you have told us that wisdom is not, we are not supposed to find it, it has to be learned, he said. And what he said, it has to be earned through constant learning. If you go on learning day by day, every day if you go on learning, we will go on learning new things, and that will be very useful for you throughout your life. So, what he says, please help us to continue to learn in our daily lives. And he said, Hoja, you are really a wise person, and this wisdom of yours you can utilize for us. You can come and teach us. You can make us learn the good things daily, he says. And saying this, what he does? He hugged Hoja. He hugged Hoja. That evening, Hoja went home happily. Now, Hoja was very happy. Why? Because the king has appreciated him, and he went very happily to home. But children, see, with a rich reward in his pocket. But can you guess what he forgot? And king had rewarded him with some wonderful prizes also. But one thing he forgot. What did he forget? Yes, he forgot to take the carrot. Means somewhere else, sometimes a bit also we may forget to do the things. So, children, from this lesson what we can learn, that is the wisdom in carrots, means it's not, the wisdom has not to be found, it has to be learned. And now children, that is your time that you have to go on learning all the good things, and which is very useful for your life. I hope children you all might have understood this story, and after this episode you have to take your book and read down the story. So, now we will go for the next, that is for the textbook solving. Open page number 24. See this side. You hold a pencil in your hand and you are going to write down the answer. Okay. See here. Hoja had a very good memory. Is it true or not true? Here. See, the answer here is, you can see the answer over here. First answer is not true. In front of that sentence, you write down the answer not true. Here it is. Second one is, Hoja had learned many things in India that had helped him become wise. Is it true or not true? Yes, it is true. So, write down there true. The third sentence, the piece of paper that Hoja gave the king would help him find true wisdom. Is it true or not true? Yes, it is not true. See the third answer. Next, if you see fourth one, according to Hoja, finding true wisdom is easy. It's not true. And the last, true wisdom can be earned only through constant learning. That is true. I hope you all have written all these 5 answers in your textbook. Okay. Next, if you go to the page number 24, grammar part. See this one, grammar, page number 24, A exercise. See A exercise here. What is the question? Complete these sentences with the correct articles and determiners from the box. You may need to use some words more than once. See in the box, if you see, the words are given a and this, that, some, these, those, many, much, and these words you are going to fill up in the blanks. So, first one, if you see, how dash pencils do you need? The answer is many. Write down this answer, many. How many pencils do you need? How many pencils do you need? Second, there is a dash injured squirrel in my room. The answer is an. There is an injured squirrel in my room. Third one, the shoes under that bed are not yours. Then what will be the answer? Yes, those are Hari's. Those are Hari's. This is the third answer. Fourth one, if you see, a unicorn. A unicorn has a horn in the middle of its head. A unicorn has a horn in the middle of its head. Fifth one, there are some biscuits left in the jar. There are some biscuits left in the jar. You all have to write the answers in your textbook. Then here is that book that I told you about. Here is that book that I told you about. Seventh one, are these your keys? I found them on my table. Are these your keys? I found them on my table. Eighth one, may I borrow some money from you? Some. Would you like an apple or an orange? 10th one, look at this picture. I like it much more than any other. Look at this picture. I like it much more than any other. I hope you all have completed with this A exercise. Okay. Now next, complete these sentences. B exercise here. Complete these sentences with little, few, a little or a few. Okay. So the first one, plants like cactus require little water and so they are easy to grow. First one is done for you. Now second one, only few of my friends, few, only a few of my friends know Hindi. Third one, Sarika is shy and quiet in class. So she has few friends. So she has few friends in the new school. I have only a little money left now. A little. Next, fifth one, you will need a few more tomatoes to make a bottle of tomato sauce. A few. And sixth one, Harish likes a little salt, a little extra salt in his food. Now here you have to mark the verbs. Okay, so you have to match the verbs. Open page number. Your page number it will be 26. See here now, this one. Page number 26. A1, vocabulary. Match the verbs to their meanings. First one, what is given? Remark. What is the verb? Remark. And you have to match it with what? Say something about something that has just happened. First one will be be. Second, C1. Command means tell someone that they must do something because you are in a position of power. Third one is F, that is request. What is request? Ask for something very politely, that is F. Fourth one, if you see, that is E1. What is warn? Warn means advise someone about a danger and ask them to do or not do something. And last is sixth one, demand. What is demand? That is ask for something firmly. I hope you have marked all these verbs. First is B, second is C, third is F, fourth is E, fifth is D and sixth is A. Okay. Now B exercise. Complete these sentences with the correct verbs from exercise A. Change the forms of the verbs if necessary. See children, here you have written all the answers and these verbs you are going to use here for the B exercise. But little bit changes you have to do. Okay. First one they have given, Atul begged his sister to let him drive her car. Second one, when we were driving around the city, grandmother remarked, write down remark. See, in the A exercise they have given remark, but here you are going to write remarked, R-E-M-A-R-K-E-D, remarked in the past tense form. Remarked, grandmother remarked that the lake looked very beautiful. Third one, Richa requested, R-E-Q-U-E-S-T-E-D, Richa requested Mr. Saha to water her plants when she was ill. Fourth one, the king commanded, he gave an order, C-O-M-M-A-N-D-E-D, commanded the army to attack the neighboring country. Fifth one, didn't I warn you not to stand on the edge of the table? Warn. And last is, the angry customer demanded to see the manager of the hotel. D-E-M-A-N-D-E-D, demanded. Okay? I hope you all have finished with these answers. Now, if you see here dictionary work, if you see a dictionary work there only down, what they have given, look up these words in the dictionary, write down their meanings, also find out what part of speech they belong to. See children, I will tell you orally, just listen through for that. Journey, what is the meaning of journey? A trip that is usually long. You can find out this meaning in the dictionary. Okay, just you listen. A trip that is usually long, you go for a long journey from one place to another, that is called as journey. Children, during the vacations also you go on a long journey, isn't it? You go to some or the other places, that is called as a journey, and that is a noun. Next is forgetful. Forgetful is an adjective. It is one quality of some person. What is meaning of that? Likely to forget the things. This Hodja was having that quality of forgetting. He used to forget all the things. So, the meaning is likely to forget the things. Then stunned. Stunned is what? This is also an adjective. And what is the meaning of that? Greatly surprised or shocked. The meaning is what? Greatly surprised or shocked. The king was stunned, he was very shocked to see. Okay. Next is experienced. Experienced is also an adjective. This is also one of the quality. And what is the meaning? Being good at something because of having done it before. See, you get many experiences in your life, isn't it? And this experience is also an adjective. And the last is reward. Reward is what? This is a noun. And what it tells? The meaning? Something good that one gets for doing something right. Reward, isn't it children? You know it, when you do some good things in your school, that time what happens, what do the teachers or what a principal ma'am, they give you? Yes, they give you the prizes, isn't it? And that is called as a reward, and you are very proud of, when you feel very proud when you get a prize, isn't it? Because you get it in front of everyone. So, you are very proud of that. So, children, I hope that you might have understood all these exercises and you have to complete it in your textbook. Whatever exercises we are taking after the lesson, after the explanation of each lesson or after teaching each lesson, you have to write down all these exercises in your textbook, because during exams these all questions they may come for the in your question paper, and I hope you have understood this lesson. So, my wish is that you have to learn something great things. Now, you are having a lot of time when you are staying at home. So, you have to learn some good things, and when you come to school, when you meet your friends, you have to share your good experiences with them. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and also you might have completed this exercise. Yes, children? Okay. So, the homework for you is what? You have to read the whole lesson once again, and you just underline the hard words in your textbook. As you go on reading the lesson, you just write, underline the hard words. Yes children, you all enjoyed this lesson, isn't it? I hope you have enjoyed this lesson and you have learned something, a moral from this lesson too. Thank you.